Hello and welcome to another edition of Viewer Friday. Yo, what is up, Crockxen Clan members? Another host on this video. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and today we're here back once again with another Viewer Friday. Today's request comes from Eduardo Pantoja. I'm assuming you're Latino. Just saying. So he wanted me to do. So he's been watching my videos for a while now. Clearly, he knows I don't like Serena. He knows I don't like Keita. So he kind of wanted me to do like a versus series. Well, not series, but it's a versus video. Who's worse? Who do I hate more? Either Serena or Keita. Now, I want to say this right off the bat, right? Well, because like this is gonna be. I'm gonna explain it over the course of the video, but I just want to bring this up now. While I was writing this script, who am I kidding? I don't write script. So I realized that I hate both characters, but because of the way the characters are in their particular shows, I honestly feel like Keita's worse. Let me explain. So Serena versus Keita. Serena's big pro, I guess, in this debate is the fact that she's not the main character. She's not. Ash is for the most part, even though it feels like not anymore. Like Bonnie is more important than him at this point. But here's my issue. Keita's the main focus of Yokai Watch. I know that we have Inaho, and I love her segments, right? Which are great. But that's the point. Is the fact that you don't want to see Keita there, right? Keita to me just feels like a nuisance. Every time I have to watch an episode, and I know for a fact I have to watch a Keita segment, I know I'm more than likely gonna hate it, or at least consider it stupid or obnoxious or a waste of my time, right? That's just how I view Keita in the series. Like, yeah, there are those episodes, here and there where, like, and it's not even Keita that makes the segment cool. It's, like, the other people around him. But, like, usually there are those few times where, I get some form of enjoyment out of the episode because of other characters, right? Other characters are what make that show for me, not Keita. Which is why most of the time I just have a lot more fun when Inaho has a segment, because I know for a fact there's going to be at least one good part in that. Like, guaranteed. I have not had any, like, issues with Inaho at this moment in time. So that's, like, just a huge blow on Keita's part. Like, he's the front and center, and I have to see him all the time. On the other hand, Serena's, like, a side character. Like, my biggest issue with Serena is the fact that she's not important. Right? She's not important. And honestly, I think that most of my hate towards her is geared toward her fans. Like, her fans are some of the most blind, loyal fucktards ever. Like, Jesus Christ, they will defend her with no evidence most of the time. They usually just, attack people for no fucking reason. And even though when I say that, they get super defensive, like, oh no, you're just attacking us. No, I've seen what you do to other fans of the Pokemon franchise, and you guys started this war, right? Sure, we could have been more mature about it, and, try to, have a conversation. But no, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna, try to have a decent conversation with somebody that anytime I bring up a point to go against Serena, they basically just cuss me out or something, or they just get pissed at me because, oh no, I hurt their precious character that has no character development whatsoever, and it's pretty much a waste in the show, right? But that's the point. Serena doesn't do anything. She's pretty much irrelevant. She's not. There's very few episodes that focus on her, and those are just throwaways. So it's like, it doesn't even matter, right? She just sucks as a character. There's like absolutely no reason for her to be even in the show. Like, right now, I've been saying this for like, like months now. Like, since before X, Y, and Z started, I've been practically saying this. It's like, literally it just feels like this is the Ash and Bonnie show. Because Clement is just there, and then Serena is irrelevant. Like, there's no point in even having her. So, like, when I see all these petitions and, like, people telling me, hey, there's people tweeting about Serena going to, why? What does she bring to the table that makes it worth for her to come to the next saga? Like, I don't understand. What does she have over any of the other characters or any other female characters that gives her a ticket to move on to the next region? There isn't. She has not done anything. Like, yeah, the romance is, I guess, halfway there. Like, I don't fucking know. I don't even think that thing is even legitimate anymore because Ash hasn't done shit. And like Serena she hasn't done anything remotely close to anything romantic with Ash. So like, I don't even know if that's a good basis for it to even go on anymore. Like, the only reason why Misty did it is because she was the first one there, and there wasn't really like a female character in Gen 2. Like, we got her in Crystal, but that was like way afterwards. Like, they needed to move on. They needed to go to Silver Saga, so let's just, or not Silver, but the Johto Saga. But like, they just put Misty in there. Like, realistically speaking, if there had been another female protagonist, I'm pretty sure they probably would have switched her out right there. But my point is, none of the other characters got to do this except for May, but that was because we didn't have Diamond and Pearl at that time. So they were just like, let's just create another arc. And like, at least May was relevant. Like, she actually was doing something. She was a competent character. She grew over time. She changed. She developed. Her Pokemon had growth. And like, she actually felt like a live character that had some sort of importance in the show. Serena doesn't have this, right? So that's my big issue. That's why I dislike Serena. But most of my hate towards her goes to her to her undying fans that just refuse to accept any word that she's a flawed character. Like, straight up. That's literally that's how it works. But Keita doesn't have that. I mean, I know there are those people that, you know, kind of defend Keita, but realistically speaking, he doesn't have any redeeming qualities. Like, I'll be watching the show. I have yet to see like a real, like, personality-wise. I'm not talking about anything else, but personality-wise, I have yet to see a redeeming quality in Keita. He's usually just an asshole, like, right? But he's the face. He's the face of the show, and he's an asshole. Serena's just in the back doing whatever, baking cakes or whatever. Sexism. That's how it is. Women can only cook. That's their primary job. Rude. Rude, Pokemon. Rude. That was totally I don't know. I'm just saying, like, to me, the thing that hurts Keita is the fact that he is the face. If Keita wasn't the main character, I probably wouldn't have as much of an issue with him. Like, obviously, I would see him as like, oh, hey, look, it's that asshole again. But like, realistically speaking, like, he's not always in my face. So like, I would not hate him as much. Obviously, I would want him to like develop or grow or do something else. But like, realistically speaking, that's not gonna happen. You know how it's not gonna get a full-time. I mean, she did get a new episode, like the whole episode this week, just her. So like, I guess. I mean, if they do more of those, I'll be glad. See, that's the thing. Like, other characters surrounding Keita are much better than Keita himself. That one, the one episode they did where they kind of switched it up to where Fumi was the main character, for that one episode, she did a much better job than Keita has in its entire time in the show. Like, I don't know what the hell they were doing. I guess it just have a thing where like, hey, look, if it's a female, it's a girl that's like the star, they have like a better way to work. I don't know, maybe that might be sexist too. What, guys can only be idiots and assholes? Like, that just bad Yokai Watch. Bad. But really, I mean, I don't know. It's just Keita gets hurt from being in the spotlight all the time. Serena gets hurt because her fans are stupid, and realistically speaking, there's no purpose of her. So like, I can't. When I look at both characters, I can't seriously go, I hate Serena more than Keita, because Serena's irrelevant. Like, she's straight up just irrelevant. Like, I feel like if her fans weren't like they are, I would just write off Serena just as another random character that doesn't even deserve the spotlight. That doesn't even need to be in the show. Like, just another throwaway character. Make like one of those filler characters that just show up in an episode and they're like, hey, what's up? How's it going? And then like they leave and you never see them again. I probably could just throw her off as something like that. Honestly, I would be upset about the fact that even though she's considered the main female character, she's not really doing anything. But like, she's just there, doing nothing. Like, I can't really say I hate someone who does nothing over somebody who's literally just an asshole to everybody all the time. And like, he's selfish and inconsiderate. And just all these, every negative pronoun I've ever said about Keita, I still believe it. There's that kid, every time they have an episode where he gets punched in the face or something happens to him or a yokai like attacks him or something, I'm glad. I like it when he gets hurt because like, I hate the dude. Like, I actually hate him. Whereas Serena, I hate what she is. Why? I hate the fact that I don't understand why she's still here. I hate her fan base. Honestly, that's the best way you can do this. I know I've been saying this over and over again. That's basically your answer. I hate Keita as a character, and I hate Serena's fans. That is pretty much like the consensus. And at that point, if we go by that logic, I hate Serena's fans more than I hate Keita. But because we're talking about the two characters, I have to say I hate Keita more than I hate Serena. But both characters are ass. Like, they're both, like, they're just both terrible. Just hands down. They're both terrible. But, you know, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you're just being biased because you're more of a Pokemon fan. That's actually not even true anymore. I feel like when it comes to both shows, I have major gripes with both, okay? But I've been having more fun with the Inoho segment than I have had with Pokemon in a really long time. Like, if Inoho was the main character, just flat out, like, she was the main character, and we didn't, maybe Keita was like a sideshow at that point, where most of the episodes are revolved around Inoho and not Keita, I would probably put Yokai Watch over Pokemon at this point. But that is not the case. Keita's still the star, so I have to deal with it, and because Keita is still the star, the show, like, just falls, drags, just infuriates me all the time. And Pokemon has Bonnie. Like, I'm sorry. I love Bonnie to death. Like, her character is by far the best in the current saga. I don't like Ash the way I just hate what they're doing with his character. Clement is kind of irrelevant. Like, I still kind of like him, but I just don't understand the purpose of him anymore. I don't even think they're going to... Like, if they were still, like, planning on doing the whole war thing, and if they actually went along with the plan that I had of him actually being involved in the war as a gym leader, but that's not really going to happen, I think. So, like, he's just there, and then Serena's just a side character that just happens to be a girl. The main female protagonist doesn't really do shit, so... I don't know. I guess that's it for this video. I'm sorry that I probably disappointed you, Eduardo, but I can't. I really can't physically say that I hate Serena more when she's not even relevant. Whereas Keita's actually the face of Yokai Watch. And, like, it hurts. It hurts to have to see him all the time. If we saw less of him, then sure, if he was like a minor character, it's okay. If he was a minor character, I probably wouldn't even have it in this video. But, you know, that's just my point. Like, I can't really do that. Even though I hate Serena with a passion, I just can't. Like, there's no comparison. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you have a suggestion for a future Viewer Fridays, leave it in the comments down below. Send me a tweet. Google Plus me, I guess. I don't know. I kind of don't use that anymore, but if you send me a message, I will probably more than likely see it. Send me a message here on YouTube. I don't even know how that works anymore because it's all jumbled up in a mess. Or send me a post on the Facebook fan page. Anywhere, just let me know, and I will write it down. I have a paper where I queue them up. I have one more next week, and like one that I just skipped because I couldn't get in contact with the person to get more information. But yeah, so I do want to say this again. Be more specific when you write your video or your suggestion, your request. Try to be specific on what you want, or if you like say something and then I ask you something about it, try to be around or like focus or like pay attention so that I know what I'm doing. Because like I tried to get in contact with somebody 3 times to try to get information on the video they wanted, and I never got it. So I had to skip it because I don't know exactly what he wants anymore. So yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos.